Introduction. Welcome to Bike Informers. Today, we are taking an in-depth look at the 2026 Honda CB1300 Super Four, the latest, and possibly final, iteration of Honda's legendary Big One naked motorcycle. We'll go through what remains classic, what's new, and whether this giant roadster still has what it takes to dominate the streets in 2026. History and legacy. Since its debut in 1998, the Honda CB1300 Super Four has earned its place among iconic Universal Japanese motorcycles, UJM. Born as the successor to the CB1000 Super Four, the CB1300 has been prized for its large displacement inline-4 engine, its torquey, smooth delivery, and its classic design, round headlight, exposed framework, powerful stance. Over the years, it has evolved. Fuel injection, updated frame and suspension, more modern braking, addition of riding modes, ABS, and other electronics. In 2025, Honda released the final edition of the CB1300 Super Four Super Bulldor, signaling an end of production, at least for that version, in certain markets. What we know of the 2025 final edition, base for 2026. To understand what 2026 might bring, let's recap the 2025 final edition specifications and features. Engine, 1,284 cubic centimeters, liquid-cooled, inline-4, DOHC, 16-valve. Power, around 113 PS, almost equals 111 HP, at 7,750 RPM. Torque approx 11.4 kg/m, almost equals 112 N/m, at about 6,250 RPM. Frame, steel double cradle frame, classic design. Suspension, for non-SP versions show a conventional forks, twin shocks in the rear. SP and special versions get more premium suspension, Öhlins etc. Brakes, dual 310mm front discs, 256mm single disc rear. ABS included. Fuel capacity, 21 liters. Weight, curb or fully loaded approx 266 kilograms for the naked version. Slightly more for the Bulldor variant. Geometry, wheelbase =1 520 mm, seat height =780-790 mm depending on version, ground clearance =130-140 mm. Other features include riding modes, sport or standard arraign, assist and slipper clutch, cruise control, torque control or traction features. What might be new or updated in 2026? Based on Honda's pattern and what the final edition introduced, here are likely updates or refinements for 2026. Some may already be confirmed, others are speculative. 1. Electronics and rider aids. The 2025 final edition already added a lot, riding modes, ABS, etc. For 2026, we might see more refined electronics, perhaps updated traction control calibration, optional semi-active suspension on high-end variants, upgraded digital instrumentation, more detailed display, possibly more connectivity, phone integration, map display, etc. 2. Compliance and emissions. Stricter emission norms and noise regulations in many markets will likely force tweaks in exhaust system, possible addition of further catalytic treatment or more advanced secondary air systems. Honda may also refine fuel injection mapping to improve low RPM torque while keeping emissions under control. 3. Weight and materials. To keep up, small way. Performance and ride experience. The CB1300 has always been about linear torque, big displacement grunt, and the visceral feel of a large inline-4. In 2025, despite its weight, =266 kg, the power and torque figures allow for strong mid-range pull, smooth highway cruising, and a commanding presence in traffic. For 2026, those aspects are likely to be preserved or slightly improved. Revisions in the exhaust, intake, or mapping might sharpen throttle response, especially at low to mid RPMs. SP or premium models with upgraded suspension will deliver crisper handling and more control. Riding modes allow you to adapt from spirited riding to more relaxed cruising. Braking feel is already strong with big front discs and ABS. With possible refinements in brake hardware or pad materials, the stopping power should feel more confident under repeated use. Pros and cons. Here are strengths and possible drawbacks of the 2026 Honda CB1300 Super Four. Pros. Iconic character. The look, sound, and presence are still a major reason people love this bike. Strong torque and usable power across the RPM range. Classic styling combined with modern rider aids, riding modes, ABS, slipper clutch. Versatility, good for highway cruising, relaxed day rides, and even some spirited backroad work. Premium options, SP, bold door, give choices for those seeking better suspension or different ergonomics. Cons. Weight remains a challenge. Its mass gives inertia to manage, especially at low speed or in traffic. Might feel heavy compared to more modern middleweights or sport bikes. Fuel efficiency is moderate, not bad for its class, but not competitive with lighter, smaller bikes. Handling, while competent, can't match that of a sport bike or lighter adventurer touring bike in tight twisties. Cost and maintenance. Given its large engine and premium features, servicing, parts, and upkeep may be expensive. Might be out of reach in some markets depending on import duty, taxes, and availability. Who is it for? The 2026 CB1300 Super Four is ideal for riders who want a classic big-bore naked bike with strong character. Enjoy long highway cruises and wide, open roads, rather than being limited to purely urban commuting. Appreciate traditional styling with modern refinements. Want presence? The CB1300 doesn't try to hide its size or gravitas. Are okay with managing a heavier machine and can afford premium options if desired. It's less suitable for someone who wants lightweight agility above all else, or maximum fuel economy, or a minimalist approach. Verdict. The 2026 Honda CB1300 Super Four, building off the final edition, appears to retain what made the bike great: big torque, classic styling, and a muscular, visceral riding experience, while adopting modern touches to keep it relevant. For fans of the Big One lineage, it's likely to be a satisfying send-off or continuation. If Honda does retire the CB1300 globally after 2026, this model will close a chapter.